Every time I run a check, fixup, profile or something else in pdfToolbox desktop, I will get a result window. In this video, I will show you the different parts of the result window and also how you can navigate through it. To demonstrate that, let me run a Preflight check in pdfToolbox desktop that contains multiple checks and fixups. I can say analyze and fix, and as soon as I click the save button here, pdfToolbox will start the profile execution. So you can see here a progress bar. pdfToolbox is quite fast, so you don't see that too long, and then the result window appears. So let me scroll in a little bit and show you the different parts of it. Here at the top, you will always have the result of the profile execution. And this can be either a green check mark if no problems has been found, or as it is in this case, a red cross sign that indicates that at least one error has been found. Here at the bottom, I have first the name of the profile that has been executed. And as soon as a profile contains checks and fixups, the order is always the same. That means that first all fixups will be executed, and after that all checks will validate my modified PDF file. And that order also reflects here in the result window. So first you have a list of all the fixup that has modified my PDF file, and here in the parentheses you can also see how many objects each fixup has changed in the PDF. And below that you have a list of all the checks, and as you might know, a check in a profile always have a severity, and there are 3 different levels. The first one is an error. An error is something that needs to be fixed because it is really an issue. Then we have a warning, that is something that might be a problem, so you have to decide individually if it's okay or not. And then we have an info, that is just some additional information that can be relevant for some persons or some tools in the workflow. And the result window will always list only the checks that could not be fixed by a fixup. And that means that these are only checks that generated a hit. And a hit is something that a check found, for example, an object that did not match or that failed the conditions that are part of the check. And therefore, of course, it is also important to see what particular object on the PDF page causes an error or a warning. So let me show you how you can visually inspect your PDF file. So the first option is to simply double-click on a warning or an error, for example, and this will highlight the particular object in my PDF file. And the other option I have is the Show in Snap button here at the top, at the bottom, and this will bring up a new window where you see the object isolated from the PDF file. And of course, it is also helpful to drill down an error message to see why the error message appears here. So you can click here on the small gray triangle, and first you will get a list of all the objects that causes this error message. And if I expand this object here, I get information about the object, but what is really important are the trigger values. And if I also expand this section, you can see why exactly the object causes the problem. And here I have a check that checks for image resolution lower than 150 ppi. And here you can see my image resolution of the image is 124 ppi. So it is below the limit and therefore causes the hit. And last but not least, here at the end we have the overview section, and that is something that is separated from the checks and fixups, so it doesn't relate to that. and you will always have that section, and that is a summary of your PDF file. So you get really generic information about the page geometry boxes, the color spaces, the fonts that are used in the document, and so on. So you can here also find a lot of information about your PDF file.